Welcome to this overview of our research evidence resource. This provides access to information you may find useful if you are doing research or want to know more about our online collection. There are 10 options. The first is policy and law. This is where we list key policy reports and strategies for Ireland, Europe, and internationally. We also list key Irish laws for drugs, alcohol, and gambling. As alcohol is the most common drug found in our collection, we have provided two alcohol pages looking at policy and research. They are similar in design. First is alcohol policy. At the top, there are a few key documents and then links to specific alcohol related reports and topics for Ireland. Links are then repeated for Irish and international research. Click on any of these subjects to see those items in our collection. As you can see, there are different subject links on our alcohol research page. The next web page is called Recovery Sources. Here we provide access to recovery related topics through the links you see here. The last option on the top row relates to the EU Drugs Agency and European data. The Health Research Board is the Irish focal point for the EU Drugs Agency. On the European Context page, you can access the annual national report for Ireland and the most recent European report. We include all EU Drugs Agency publications in our collection, and they are a very useful source of data for Europe. Back to the research evidence page. On the bottom row, the research glossary contains explanations of terms and concepts. You can browse by the first letter of the term of interest or enter a term in the search box. The glossary can be used to look up research terms, but also provides information on specific drugs and concepts used in addiction. Next, research tools is a resource for those who are undertaking research projects. This could be for a course assignment or thesis, or for academic research. Under General Resources, there are links to guidelines on doing research, with chapters, for example, on how to do a literature review or do surveys. Using Evidence to Practice has further resources designed for those applying research and work situations. Appropriate Language for Research has links to useful guides on language and stigma. And on the right, there are more resources on finding and appraising research. The next resource you'll find is Useful Websites. Here are links to lists of external websites by category. Library Collection takes you to a web page briefly outlining our collection policy and giving examples of some of the sources we use to find publications. Finally, for the evidence resource, the last page is gambling. Although we primarily collect items related to alcohol and other drugs, we also add items on process addictions, including gambling. We provide links to relevant subjects in general and then for Ireland. We also give some information on the policy situation in Ireland. That was a brief overview of our research evidence resource.